Hi, welcome to Excel Tips GH. In the previous lesson, we got to the point where we were calculating the income tax, but we couldn't complete. So we are going to continue. For the recap, let us clear everything and start afresh. So we were trying to calculate the income tax, and then we are going to use the formula which states that the income tax is equal to the cumulative tax before the tax band line, tax band row or line, then plus the tax band rate multiplying into brackets the chargeable income minus the cumulative income before the tax band line. The tax band row or line. So this is the formula from our previous lesson. I'm bringing it here. This was the formula from our previous lesson. So the first thing we need to find is the cumulative tax before the tax band, and that is, the formula is going to be equal to, and then here we are going to use the index formula. Now our reference is going to be the cumulative tax, then our row number is going to be what we calculated over here, the row before the tax band, then our column is going to be 1. We are done. Now then we add a tax band rate. How do we get it? Using the formula. So it is also going to be index, then here it is going to refer to our rate, then the row number is still going to be now it is going to be the tax band line, because here we are talking of tax band rate, so it is going to be referred on the tax band line. So here, then our column is also going to be 1, which will multiply the remainder of our income. So it is going to be our chargeable income minus, now here is the cumulative income before the tax band, right? So how do we get that one? We use the index, and then the reference is going to be this side, cumulative income, then the row is going to be the row before the tax band line, because it is here the income tax before the tax band line. So we are going to pick the row before the tax band line, which is equal to this, and then bracket close, enter. Well, it will give us. So with this example, let us test to see if it is the correct thing. So let us assume that the basic salary is 1,000, and just like we solved in our previous lesson, there is no tier 2 or tier 1, so 1,000. You see, in our previous lesson we had 87.625. Here it has run it to 63, so it means that our formula is correct. Now we are done with the calculation of the income tax, so we can drag it downwards. this is where I'm most happy about. So I think the first one, we have to lock certain calculations. Like this side, we have to lock it, so F4 here, and then here too we have to lock it F4, and then here we lock it F4, 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 enter. Now let us drag it down and see the effect. Wow. We didn't lock something. Oh yeah, it is this side, so let us lock this side. I think it is now corrected, so let us drag down. Now we are getting 0 for here. So let us test with someone who was earning, I think in our previous lesson we did for 650 as well. Wow, we had 26.38, and I think it is correct as well. The chargeable income, okay, in the previous lesson we charged the tier 2, so let us charge this one as well. Let us include this portion. So here we are assuming that the employee pays the tier 1, and then the employer pays the tier 1, and then the employee pays the tier 2. So let us input this formula in here as well. So here is 13%, so this times 13%, 130. Let us drag it down, and this one is going to be this times 5.5%. Let us drag it down as well. So you see that with the introduction of the tier 2, it has reduced the burden, or it has reduced the income tax by some margin. So we are almost done with it. Now what you need to do is input your employee name, the basic salary, and then it will automatically calculate the tax to be charged on it. Isn't it simple? No need for any complex calculation. You can do this, and then it will just give you. Now what we left out is the take-home pay, or the net salary. So the net salary is going to be the basic salary plus the cash allowance minus the tier 2 minus the income tax. So let us save it. So we've calculated, or we've created a simple payroll which will automatically calculate the income tax on the basic salary, and if there are cash allowances, it will calculate it for us. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. Please like and share so that we can continue to do even a complex one, which includes the bonus, the overtime. You know, when after we are through with everything, you are not going to be surcharged with by the GRA if you use this template, and it is going to save you a lot of time. So please like and share to support it. Thank you. See you in our next lesson.